So here's another quick lesson. This is something that I've been focused on this for like the last few months. I've been hitting the loop choke from half guard massive amounts, like catching a lot of people with it. And the reason is 3 rules of thumb. Like these are things that I try to set up or I look for. And I'm just gonna break it down. Not so much the focus is not so much on the technique. I want you to get the principle, the understanding, because these principles apply to more than just this one setup. And if you understand it, your loop chokes are gonna go to the next level. I promise that. I guarantee it. Right? So look, position is knee shield, and this is the first rule of thumb: grip placement. Like it matters where I place my grip on the collar. Right? If I grip too deep, like it's only possible to cut one side of his neck off, because when I pull, like it's nothing covering this side of his carotid, because my grip can't reach that far. I want to go lower, and like there's a clavicle right here, collarbone. If I put my index finger right under it, like it tells me that my grip's in the right place. Because then when I start pulling across, not only does the back of my thumb go right to his Adam's, but also when I lift my elbow, my blade covers the near side of his carotid artery. Right? So with this one grip, I'm cutting off both sides of his neck. It's only possible if my grip's in the right place. So that's the first rule of thumb. Second rule of thumb is everything's about creating a very specific situation. I want his head to be lower than my head. Like, there's many ways to do it, but like, what I've been doing a lot, in addition to like setting it up and giving people incentive to do it, I've been like having an eagle eye for when they do it for me. Like, so I catch a lot of people because I have my grip, they don't respond to my grip, they complacent. But then they start driving in, like driving. And what happens right here, like as they drive, like let's say it's going like towards an over underpass situation, like their head drops lower than my head. Like this, like you let go. This head position is like the second rule of thumb. So like right now, my head's lower than his head. If I try to go for it, I have to pull him down, and I can't quite get it unless he lets me. Right? If he's lower than me, like my head's higher than his head, it's super easy for me to just clamp, lock. So like I look for this. I try to set it up, and I'll show you like later. I'll show you one of the setups I do I might show you 2 to give him incentive to put his head in that position for me. All right, that's the second rule of thumb. Third rule of thumb is think about the choke as a guillotine. All right, so like when you go, your goal is not just to get the lock, but he can just slide out right away, right? It's to pull his head towards my armpit. So like I'm moving him towards the guillotine. This is my choke hand, my left hand. I'm bringing his head to my left elbow, my armpit. And when I do that, what it does is not only does it lock him in a position, make my choke tighter, but it also it blocks the path of his escape. So when he tries to move his head out now, it's harder, and I just kind of weave through and finish. These are 3 rules of thumb, and I'll just do a real quick recap. Grip position in line with the collarbone. Second is try to create or notice any situation where his head is lower than your head, because that's the second condition for getting a really good setup. And then third, always move his head towards the armpit of your choking hand, right? And here's some setups. So in this position, these are some of the things I do. So first of all, my grip's in place. Like he's gonna be playing, he's gonna be trying to attack me. Like one setup I do is I tilt him. Like so, my right foot my heel's gonna stomp to the mat. My shin is gonna smash his calf, and I'm gonna make him address a sweep attempt by lifting. And like when he addresses it, it allows me to kind of pull down and get my head higher than his head. Right? So like I'm throwing the sweep at him to set up this head position. So when he tries to come back, I'm already chopping. and then I chop. I guide his head into my armpit, and then I lock up, stretch him out. Like this, there's a little like tension when you pull his head into the armpit. Like you kind of pull away. It's almost like you're trying to guillotine. That's why I like to think about it as a guillotine. And as you go, you're also leaving your fingers up. That's one setup. Here's another. Grip, sleeve, push, pull, tension. Right? So like my elbow's back, he tries to pull away, it should be hard. Because he has to deal with the structure of my body. Right? This foot becomes a forklift, which I lift his hip up. Now this leg is free, so now that it's free, I want to bring it out. But when I bring it out, I'm gonna put the heel right on the inside of his knee. And now I'm gonna kick it. Like there's a sweep there. There's a scissor sweep. Now, if he doesn't fall, like if I don't get a scissor sweep and it doesn't work, right here, he gave me a second condition for my choke. His head is now lower than my head, right? So I want to sit up, and as I sit up, I'm gonna club his head towards my armpit. Right? I'm not trying to finish here. It might work, but like there's an escape route for him. So when I sit up, I bring him all the way over to the armpit. These 3 rules of thumb are instrumental in like really understanding the choke, and they've been the cause of me having a lot of success with it over the last few months. And like, I hope you get it.